Hey there, this is my autobiography from an ecological lens. I'm going to be focusing on my early adolescence or later adolescence and high school and college, early adulthood years, as I feel like this is the most transformative period of my life where all of these systems kind of collided to create who I am today. In my meso system, I'm going to start with school. School was an escape for me, a place to find success, and a little bit of an escape from my family. I had a hard family life, single mother and an alcoholic father, and a sometimes abusive relationship with my older sibling. And school felt like a safe place for me, and I can really connect with that with my students today. The second thing I'll talk about is the queer community. I came out when I was in early adolescence and high school, and to myself, and then eventually to my family. And this would inform how I really define family or redefine family in my life. A huge part of the queer community is alcohol. A lot of our social spaces center around alcohol. And really, I have it here, though, because of Alcoholics Anonymous and the huge part this community plays in my friendships. Next, we have the excess system. And for the excess system, I'm going to start with newspapers. I fell in love with journalism in high school when my teacher showed All the President's Men. This would inform my college and early career. I worked for several small community newspapers, and it took a while for me to realize that that wasn't actually my life's work. I lived in Denver, and I didn't quite understand how much the sun and the mountains and the city were a part of my identity until I moved to West Des Moines. Iowa was really hard for me. I had minimal supervision from my father, and I never really felt like I belonged, and this would kickstart my substance abuse. I also had a large extended family in Iowa that also drank, and I never really felt a part of this family, and that aided in my feeling of not belonging. The macro system plays a part in my life and my worldview, really. I come from a family that subscribes to blind patriotism, and that never quite sit right with me, and I've always kind of rebelled against that. I feel like patriotism should be earned by a country's actions. As far as government goes, my journalism career has always kind of aided me in having this regard for government as something that should be protected but also watched. I live in a capitalist country where access to funds is not guaranteed. I was raised by a single mom, and this colored my perspective on money and class and poverty in this country. And finally, the justice system. Despite having been to jail twice for driving with a revoked license, I can see how second chances are not given out to everyone in this country. And then the chrono system on a very personal level. I can see how all these systems work together to help transform this small, broken, very confused, and isolated child into someone who wanted to use these life experiences to empower children with, really the Montessori peace education at the core of that. And I'm grateful for all of this life experience, and they've all played a part.